And here we are, Black History Month 2024. Michael with
Tatiana.
Miss Parker. How you doing today?
I'm good. Let's get to it.
All right. So what we're gonna start off with today is, it's our first one for Black History Month. And we want to talk about, as being business owners and you're trying to get into these avenues and ventures with other people who think you may meet the criteria. And so today we're talking about those type of events. So we've been in business almost 5 years, right, Miss Brown?
Right.
And we've entered a number of what we would call research or informational cohorts
Yeah, you can say cohorts. That's a general enough term.
or online classes or things of that nature that take up your time.
Yeah, that you aren't necessarily paying for.
Exactly. So you meet the criteria to get involved and get linked up in this service. And
With
then
supposedly other like-minded individuals.
well, yeah, that too. And you're thinking you're gonna get groundbreaking news from them.
Or a golden egg or something.
And then you turn around and sometimes after putting 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 10,
12
12
weeks.
weeks into this stuff, and you're feeling underwhelmed.
Crickets.
And you're trying to figure out to yourself, what did we miss?
And then you reach out to those other individuals in the cohort and you quickly realize they're feeling the same way.
Exactly. And so when you're going into these meetings and these cohorts, as a business owner, you're looking to pull something away to help move your business in a positive direction.
You're looking to gain knowledge and tools to be able to implement in your current workflows.
And in those workflows, if you hear, let's say it's a generalized statement, you need to get in front of more people.
I'ma laugh at you with that one. I don't hear that.
And
That ain't nothing new.
exactly,
That ain't nothing groundbreaking. There's no tool. You telling me that is not a tool.
that's one of the reasons we signed up, right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm like, you're telling me something I already know. So I need to that is now a barrier. I need the tools to get around this barrier.
And one of those reasons that you signed up for these seminars,
Yeah.
master classes, uh,
Cohorts.
cohorts, is that you were looking for the answer to the "I need to get in front of more people" question.
Or not even the answer, but a tool to be able to utilize to help you get in front of other people. I
Mhm.
don't need to enroll in this class or involve myself in this cohort or whatever for you to tell me, hey, fixing half of your problems is going to be getting in front of more people.
Or they tell you need to market. You
Don't tell
need
me that either.
you
Don't
need
hear
to
that crap.
you need more marketing.
Yeah, you got to market more. Oh, okay, sure.
As we always know, you got to pay to play.
You do. But you have to understand the softwares and the tools that are being utilized to market properly. Then you have to make sure if you can't do it yourself, you have to be able to get aligned with the right people that know how to do it, that are not going to steal your money.
That part. And then let's say after all this time and effort you put into, when you sit down at the end of these master classes, cohorts,
12-week sessions.
and they tell you you guys are doing everything great.
Oh my God.
But if I'm doing everything great, why did I just spend this time with you?
For you to tell me everything's wrong that I already know is wrong.
You need to get in front of more people.
Oh, sure, thank you.
Hey, do you post?
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Mm. How often do you post? Pretty much damn near every day on multiple social media platforms.
Not just once a week. I can
Yeah.
answer that for you.
Oh, you got a website?
Oh my God.
Yes, we're e-commerce.
Oh
So
my God.
e-commerce means you're online selling things.
Well, supposedly, I mean, we are not the DM me, Cash App me, payment type um entities.
No judgment, no
No,
shame,
for
but
some people, that's what they do. But the reason we don't do that is because we have a website set up that's capable of handling that stuff, right? It was designed for that purpose.
yes, we have a website that is designed to collect your information, your product search, your payment,
Yeah, complete
your
payment.
address,
Yeah.
and then it will send you a copy telling you, "Thank you for your purchase."
Yeah.
So that's what it's for. We've when we started this Watch for the Hook Paraline, we said we wanted to look as much like bigger companies than we really are.
Right.
And so, yes, we spent more money developing our website.
Time, energy, and effort.
We spent more, like you say, time, energy, effort looking into things, figuring out what would be one of the best ways for us to basically set up our website to be user friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
Even some of that stuff they talk about. When you go sit through these cohorts and classes, they're like, well, what are your capabilities? That is such an ambiguous term.
Yeah,
My
it is.
capabilities for what? My capabilities to ship out same day
Mhm.
because that's what we have.
Oh, yeah, we're absolutely capable.
Oh,
I mean, if transactions are completed prior to the end of, the business day, the shipping I'll even say the shipping business day,
yes,
because sometimes the shipping business day can extend longer than normal work hours.
exactly. And so when you're in these cohorts or these, like say, these meetings and these master classes and things, you're coming in basically looking to get a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
And I'm just speaking for us. We've sometimes been greatly underwhelmed.
Yeah. S and even with us, we try to go in as a blank canvas, and by that I mean open and receptive to the information we are anticipating we are going to receive, the info we're about to receive. That's what I mean by blank canvas. Ears open, eye on the prize, the notepad and pencil or pen, whatever your preference is, ready, like ready to take away some things to be able to implement, to see change, hopefully sooner than later, right?
Yeah. The most impactful statements, I think Miss Parker will agree with me, is we had a lady who reviewed our
Oh,
website about a couple of
nice.
years ago. And she told us, she said, "There's so much going on.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I love her.
Are you trying to cure cancer?" And as a cancer survivor, I'm not trying to cure it because listen, I ain't in the medical field. No, I'm not. She just said, "Your website has so much going on, I can get lost."
Yeah.
And she said, "If you're looking to fix some things, I would suggest just pulling some things back, tone it down just a little bit, make it a little bit easier on the eyes."
Yeah.
Bam. That was the biggest thing we got
The biggest nugget.
out of 12 weeks.
Yeah, that was the biggest nugget. And we were not offended by what she said, how she said it. Not at all. We were blank canvas. We were open. We were receptive. We were wanting feedback. We were hungry for thoughts that was different from ours. Because when you're trying to change things, right,
Yes.
you need something that's going to shake you up,
Mm.
that's gonna rattle you up.
Rattle the
Like,
cage.
yeah, so hopefully while it's shaking you is, you're getting ready to put it into action, um, and things start to flow the way they need to. Like that was the whole point. I don't need someone telling me, okay, this is perfect, everything is perfect, this is great. Well, if everything was perfect, I wouldn't be here with you.
Tabernacle.
I wouldn't be here with you with a pen and paper, open and receptive for feedback, because if I am that perfect, then I don't need you.
That is so much damn truth.
And so there you go.
And you try to figure out if people are just, and I'm going to use this term, and I'm like, oh,
Mm-mm,
Lord, I hope it
mm-mm.
don't go the wrong way.
Let me see. I'll clean it up. Let me see.
Some folks be out here gaslighting.
I ain't got nothing to clean up. I like it.
And what I mean by my version of gaslighting
Yeah.
is that they telling you what you want to hear
I don't
just
like
to
that.
pacify you, to keep you going down a road that will get you nowhere.
Yeah, yeah. And then some folks, when you're deemed to have met the criteria, um, a lot of times those companies or 501(c)(3)s, those nonprofits are responsible for reporting back to individuals that are giving them monies for specific reasons. Okay. So these cohorts they bring in, they're going to make them look as freaking great as possible. So the fact you met the criteria and you're coming in with the website already established, you already have X amount of products, you're already on so many social media channels, you may have two or three people like that in a cohort, and then you'll have two or three people that are just doing the Cash App Me My payments through a DM. So they've got two different systems for metrics, right?
Yep.
So they're going to look good either way when they're reporting back because they're going to say, we hit two or three people out of this 12 people cohort that was in the 90th percentile of where we want people to be. And then there were three people in the 10% of the percentile that we know we're going to help elevate. So whether you do anything or not, with the information they give you, whether it's relevant for you or not, by you checking the boxes that you met their criteria, they can check the boxes for the people that they report to that they've met their criteria.
Cha-ching.
Therefore, therefore, they have they have attested to the fact they utilize those funds properly, right?
Yes.
And now they've opened up the door for them to get additional funds to be able to utilize somewhere else again.
Which means they got paid for what they did. Then they secured the bag
Yeah,
to get paid again for
yeah,
the next go round.
yeah.
So for y'all out here listening, you saw how they secured the bag. We found out about that program. We applied. We checked their box.
Mhm.
They went back, checked their
Yep.
boxes. We met the criteria.
Mhm.
Then they met their criteria by fooling with us.
Yep.
Did we financially gain anything from the time and effort and information that we gained?
Financially,
Yeah, dollar. I mean, but to say if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
I'm looking at you to be like, you see how I'm looking at you? Answer.
Uh,
Educationally.
mm, yeah,
Yes, and I'll say yes to that without hesitancy because that's when we were able to really learn how to pitch our brand.
you was reading my goddamn mind
That's
because
why I'm
I
here.
was already in the go down.
So it's a couple of things, at least 3 points. We were able to really learn and practice how to pitch our brand, which we have been successful with at this point, right?
We'll get to that once Miss Parker runs us through this.
Right. Number 2, I was forced to really sit down and figure out how to craft our pitch, right? To
That's true.
to tell a story from inception to whatever point in time we're in at that moment in a matter of minutes, right?
But you actually turned it from idea to implementation.
Right, right. And then lastly, it really taught us how to do customer discovery properly. How to take 5 questions and after um X amount of responses over X period of time, synopsize or summarize it and evolve that into another 5 to help us go deeper and deeper and deeper, which led to us then learning to be okay with mm, uh, switching up how we do print production. So financially, dollars in pocket immediately, no. But those 3 points, pitching, crafting the story, and customer discovery, yes.
Miss Parker just took y'all down a good avenue for us. Even learn about pitch.
Mhm.
We gonna pitch this idea to you. Podcast money merch. Like I said, for those who are trying to think that they are willing to learn if they are strong enough to start their own clothing line, if they are looking to think outside the box, or as we say, think about things differently,
I got that on right now.
yeah, yeah, and start their own apparel line. Podcast Money Merch. We have a free call with me and Miss Parkers on the Watch for the Hook website. That's watch for the number four the hook.com. Come by there, click that free discovery, intuitive call,
Yeah.
whatever the hell
It's
you
the
want to
free
call.
call,
It's
yeah.
a free, it's a free chance to talk to me and Miss Parker
Okay,
for about 25, 30 minutes
okay.
if you thinking
Give
about
you a
going
good
down this
solid
road.
30, and and I be having to watch myself because if we talking really good at the call will go.
Exactly, exactly. So come by watchforthehook.com, click that call, set yourself up on our Calendly, and we'll hook up with y'all.
Now let me say this before you jump ship, because it's lucky you're about to pivot. Um, Even with us, like, starting out with our website, the way we were just talking about e-commerce and being able to, like, accept payments and stuff, that's how we embarked on the journey because we wanted to come out the door, um, not just trying to look bigger than what we were or are, but we wanted to make sure we had the capability to compete, okay?
Oh yeah.
So even with that, when we worked with our designer, right? Our
Mhm.
I was about to say something tacky, I ain't gonna say that.
Tacky Tatiana.
Right. When we worked with our designers and our website creators, we built in so many things just trying to think forward that we were able to host our own on our domain, the podcast money and merch. We had the capability to be able to flip certain things on, add certain things in quickly and easily because of how we had the infrastructure done with the
Yes.
website. So
Yes.
that was forward thinking right there.
That's true. We
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 didn't get it then, but we were like, I'm like, yeah, don't take that out, leave that in. So yeah,
we and thanks what Miss Parker is letting y'all know is we offer physical products, also digital
yeah,
products.
hmm
We offer you some that we don't have to send to you in the mail.
right,
We offer you something that goes straight,
downloadable,
it's downloadable.
right, right.
Exactly. I even got to pitch another idea, Miss Parker, later
Oh
on. I think I
God.
got an old ebook, not an old ebook, but I got an ebook I think that's sitting back there that might need to get on the website too. But that's something we'll think about later on in life.
I'm so
But
tired.
Miss Parker was cool, and she thought I was gonna pivot, but I was gonna stay right where
Oh,
she was at.
okay.
I'm staying right there where she was at because Miss Parker has, and I'm gonna say this as a great husband, give myself great kudos.
Oh
Miss
gosh.
Parker has allowed me to be the front runner,
Oh, absolutely.
and she's okay with
Yeah,
being more behind the
yeah.
scenes and not being out there as much. So I've done two personal pitches since we went through these cohorts and classes and things of that nature. And last year, I actually won an online pitch contest,
Yes.
and we got $1,000.
It was $1,000 ain't big,
Yeah, but you know what we did with that thousand?
flipped it.
We put it back into our business. We bought merch, we updated and upgraded some things,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
and then we didn't put it back in our business. We didn't say, "Ooh, look at this here, this play money." No,
No.
no, this is when people say, "Are you?" We've been standing on business. We've been standing on their business. Before some folks got jaw jacked, but and neither here nor there. When we met the criteria to even be able to pitch, Miss Parker was like, "All right, I got the girls.
Yeah,
Go
I
do what
was
you go
yeah.
do what you need to do and do the best that you can."
And we could do that because he and I had worked together for some time on practicing pitching and crafting the presentation. So I would write it and I'm like, okay, let's go through this and make sure it flows. If it doesn't make sense, it may make sense in my head.
Because a pitch is quick.
Pitch is quick. You can get there quick. And sometimes you were even like, we gonna just omit this. We gotta go straight to this. I'm like, you know what? You right. Or let's flip this sentence, make sentence three be, sentence one.
Yeah. Most pitches are 60 seconds or less.
Yeah, yeah. And we've done what, a 5-minute pitch?
Oh,
Listen,
child.
5 minutes is long, but 5 minutes is so short when you have so much to tell.
And that 5 minutes, well, we're gonna go and talk about it now since we're here,
Oh,
because we met the criteria for that. That 5 minute pitch was slide decks,
yeah,
pie charts, graphs,
that's me.
pictures,
Yeah. And
information,
yeah.
statistics.
Yeah, yeah. And
S-
and essentially a timeline of where when we started in 2019 up until where we were at that point.
And that was 2022.
That was 2022, yeah.
And now, if me and her had to go redo that same 5 minute pitch,
Ooh,
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, the podcast, I
yeah,
think I know I will test to
yeah.
will be a lot bigger in that presentation.
Oh, absolutely. And
No,
the podcast wasn't even going on then.
no. We
Had it started?
yeah,
Yeah, it started.
we
You
had
had just
just launched.
started.
Yeah, we were probably 2, 3 weeks. Because
Yeah.
remember,
Oh
that was
my
in
God,
August of
you forgot
2022. So we launched this in July. So we were
Yeah.
under 4 or 5 episodes
Yeah. Yeah,
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
submitted that 5 minute pitch.
Yep, yep, yep.
So we had just, and I mean, like I said, in the podcast, that's why I'm saying it would have been a much more integral part. It was on the last slide.
It was. It barely made the slide.
Exactly. It was on the
It
last slide.
barely made the slide.
If now we talking about let's do a 5 minute pitch, this podcast is gonna be on slide 2 or 3.
Yeah. Now I feel like you're gonna challenge me. Like, Tatiana, let's go update that deck and blah. And I'm gonna be like, you want me to what?
Now listen now, you just gave me an
Oh
idea.
God.
Now listen, I didn't ask her to do what she just did. She just volunteered.
No, I did.
She said, Mike, update that
That's
slide
not
presentation.
what I said.
That is exactly what I just heard, folks.
Not what I said. You can unhear that.
I just heard Miss Parker said we met the criteria to update these slides.
No. I'm not dealing with you. Go on now. Finish that talk.
Okay. Well, Miss Parker,
We've been running our mouth.
yeah. But it's been a good healthy conversation. And I
Yeah.
like the fact that, we're getting more. I think we're getting greater in what we're doing. Oh yeah.
It's like big on transparency. And I think the more comfortable you get with things, the more transparent you're willing to become, which only leads and evolves, and just it takes you like different directions.
Yeah.
So yeah.
As I wipe my brow because I'm a little warm.
Disgusting.
But it's all good. So, Miss Parker,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the last words. What can you tell the people? Because like I said, this is the first episode for Black History Month 2024, but it is Black History 365 every damn day over.
That's right. That's right. So this is what comes to my mind, right? When you check the boxes for having met the criteria and you participate, and they in part can check the boxes that they met the criteria, which leads to them receiving more check, make sure you're pulling out and getting just as much from it as they're getting off of your back.
Tabernacle. Catch y'all next time.